Peter Chang from Module Cave TV, and welcome to part 6 of how to airbrush your RC car. And in part 5, we airbrushed on the Bob Dively liquid mask, and we've let it dry, and we've given it plenty of time to dry out. Now, what we're doing in part 6 is we're actually drawing out our design with Sharpie markers. And you're probably thinking Sharpie might be permanent, but you see, check this out, if you use an alcohol swab, you could easily erase the permanent Sharpie marker. And it doesn't really matter what color Sharpie marker you're using. I have just a ton of Sharpie markers, so I'm just using this blue metallic one. I just find it kind of easier to look at. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm putting in some color information on here. So MC is just standing for mirrored chrome. I'm writing out where I want some of my designs. So I'm writing black for black, yellow for yellow, and I'm writing the word skull for where I want to put my skull design templates. And we see on the underside here, I didn't use the paint mask film that came with the Proline body, but if I use an X-Acto knife, I could see now I can actually peel off the areas where I want to paint on that chrome metal. So it's very, very cool. It's just that, and you see how that Bob Dively liquid mask just dries transparent. And the trick is really just to give it enough time to dry, and I've let it dry overnight. Now we see here I have this kind of complicated design, and I'm going to use the X-Acto knife to peel away some of these portions of that design. And also I have some 3M Scotch painter's tape, and painter's tape is this kind of blue color, and the reason why I like to use this 3M tape is that it actually conforms to the body. So you could actually use masking tape if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that we're painting on a curved surface, and I like to mask on a curved surface, so the painter's tape is kind of easier to mask out. Now, I'm also marking off areas that I might cut out as well too, because I might leave some of the vents in. But just so you're aware, it's safer just to paint over everything that you might not remove some of the vents. It's either just to go ahead and just paint it beforehand. But just to show you how easy this is to remove, and you just need to take a little care when removing this, so that the edging is going to be okay. Also, if you're having a hard time removing it, just so you know, if you're anticipating a little harder time removing it, don't be afraid to spray too much of it on and just let it dry some more. But just to show you, pretty much the process is pretty simple. You just grab that and you just remove it. So in this area, for this window, I perhaps didn't spray enough of it on, but I'm just going to go slower and just slowly remove out the masking. The reason why I don't like using the window masks is just that I find that I don't have any control, and I really don't like the way that the window mask is marking off, because it doesn't cover the exact area that I want to use. So there's nothing really wrong with using a window mask per se. However, it's just I'm a little bit more pickier, and I like to have the coverage to be where I expect it to be at. And that's the only reason why I use the Bob Dively liquid mask even on the windows. So just so you're aware, so if you do exactly what I'm doing, you have to spend some time removing out that. The next part is straight lines, and you could actually remove out a larger part of the Bob Dively liquid mask and then put on the 3M painter's tape. And this painter's tape is great because it curves and conforms to your RC car body, and it leaves room for painting a straight line. So I love using painter's tape to create straight line edges. Thanks for watching.